96, 97, 98, 99. Oh no! I have to find you! I've traveled through hills and valleys and... oh no. You're gonna be okay. With the fun story aside, Jesus tells us in Matthew 18, verse 12, that, what do you think? Suppose a man owes 100 sheep and one of them wanders away. Won't he leave the 99 sheep on the hills? Won't he go and look for the one that wandered off? What I'm about to tell you is true. If he finds that sheep, he is happier about the one than about the 99 that didn't wander off. It is the same with your Father in heaven. He does not want any of these little ones to be lost.
Hello everyone, today I want to show some of my minifigures. Here's Steve, here's Joe, here's Emmett, here's Cal, and the last one to show you is, hey, where's the sheep? Caitlin, James, Andrew, do you know where the sheep is?
No, shouldn't it be with the rest of them?
Yeah, it should, but it's not. Where is it?
Why are you so upset? You've got a bunch of other ones.
Yeah, I'm having handballs. It's just looking for the sheep. Hey everyone, I found it!
Hey, this reminds me of our story today. When the sheep minifigure was lost, my brother did everything he could to find it. In Mark 15, Jesus tells a story, asking us to imagine if we were shepherds taking care of sheep and one gets lost.
A good shepherd would go after the lost one and leave the rest of the sheep behind. He would search everywhere, and when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulders and carries it home.
Then he calls his friends and neighbors together to have a party because the lost sheep is found.
The same is true for people who turn away from their sin. When they are rescued by Jesus, there is a huge celebration in heaven, even for just one person who comes back to Jesus.
So we just heard another parable from Jesus, another story that Jesus told that tells us more about him, his character, and what it means to be part of his kingdom. Now, Jesus told this story because there were a bunch of Pharisees, and those were leaders and teachers who were supposed to know and follow God the best. Now, those Pharisees, they were shocked and they were bothered that Jesus was eating with sinners. They were angry that he was spending time with them, but Jesus wanted to show everyone that they all matter to God. You see, God doesn't just love those who are already close to him and know him. He loves everyone and wants everyone to come to him. This is why Jesus says that there is great joy in heaven every time someone who was lost becomes found. We see how Jesus seeks out people who are far from God. He would go near and far to find those who are lost as the Good Shepherd. He would find the ones who need rescuing. There's rejoicing over those who are always at his side, yes, those who are faithful and obedient, but this parable teaches us that there's even more rejoicing, even more celebrating when someone who is lost has been found, when someone who was far from Jesus becomes close to him and follows him. And so, what about you? Are you lost and far away from Jesus? Jesus said, "I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me." It's from John 10, verse 14. He explained how a shepherd can call out to the sheep, and his sheep know and follow his voice. And so for us, we should ask ourselves, do we know Jesus' voice? Can we hear him speaking to us, helping us, guiding us to stay safe and follow him? Sometimes we might actually hear an actual voice, but sometimes we won't. Sometimes we can get trusted, good advice from our grown-ups and friends and family. But the most important thing is whenever we hear advice or people telling us what to follow is to check to see if it matches up with God's Word, the Bible. Knowing God's voice, what He says in His Word, it helps us know what we can or cannot trust, who we should or shouldn't follow. Last week we talked about how important and amazing it was to spend time with God. By spending time praying to God, reading His Word, and just enjoying being in His presence, we can know and understand how He speaks to us more and more, how He teaches us still to this very day. So when we do find ourselves a bit lost, we can be full of joy knowing that the Good Shepherd brings us back and frees us, helping us to follow Him.